Welcome back, everybody, to the Brunerist of tuners. That's right, back here again in my driveway, and today we're working on a DIY project to hopefully save you some money when the dealer inevitably recommends these overpriced services. So my wife took her 2020 Tiguan in for its 50,000 mile service at the local Volkswagen dealership, and what they said was they were going to charge us $120 to replace the cabin air filter, which I did in about 30 seconds for about $20 in parts, and another nearly $300 to flush the brake fluid system. Now, while most fluid system flushes can be kind of a scam and just a gimmick, brake fluid flushes are one of those things that you would like to do every once in a while. The reason is brake fluid is designed to capture dirt, particles, and moisture in the system and prevent it from wreaking havoc inside of your braking components. So over time, yes, you would want to refresh and replace this fluid. But with a couple simple tools and our fluid here, I'm going to show you how to do it yourself in your driveway with minimal effort. Now, unfortunately, we're a little bit overcast here today in Virginia Beach, and it's actually starting to sprinkle right now. So let's see what we can get done before the rain starts getting down too bad, and I'll show you guys just how quick and simple this is to do. For the tools you're going to need, you can do without this, but I recommend picking one of these up because they're not too expensive, and that is a multifunction fluid pump. Now, these can go under the name Motive Power Bleeder, or this one is from a company called Schwaben. I picked this up on FCP Euro, and these are great. It's going to save you a lot of time from having to go back and forth pumping the brakes inside of your car. However, you can definitely do it without this tool, but it's a great help to have. And then additionally, you're going to want to look up whatever spec fluid your car takes. For me, it's this DOT4. I went ahead and picked up the Liqui Moly, got a little bit of the bougier stuff, just to treat this car to some nice fluids here. And then lastly, you'll need a spanner wrench of the correct size to break loose your bleeder screws on each of your calipers. Okay, so once we've got the wheel off, we need to locate our bleeder screw, which is right here. And you can pull off the rubber cap on this, and you'll need to break this loose once we've created pressure in the system to allow the old fluid to run out into our waste container. All right, so on this Tiguan, our brake reservoir is back here, and I've already removed the cap on it. And if you've got one of these nice power bleeders, the first thing we're going to do is fill this up the rest of the way until the level is flush with the top. And we're doing that so we don't pump any excess air into the system. And be sure to be careful whenever you're doing this because brake fluid is so corrosive. You want to make sure you don't get this on any delicate engine parts or on your paint. So we're going to screw on our cap here. And now we're going to pour the rest of our fluid into the power bleeder here. And if you've used this for other fluids before, the quick way to clean this out is to put some denatured alcohol or some high percentage rubbing alcohol, swish it around, clean it out, and then let it air dry. All right, hopefully you guys can hear me over this wind, but now we've got all of the air out of our system. We're going to go ahead and drop this hose down on top. That'll click into place. All right, and we'll build up a little bit of pressure in here. We'll do like, I don't know, 15 PSI. And we're going to open this up. We'll crack it. So now there's pressure on the system, and when we go to crack the bleeder, all of the old fluid will start draining out. So let's get back there and start this. Now, something important to note, you want to start with the furthest brake from the master cylinder. So in our case, it is the passenger rear wheel, and then we'll go to the driver rear, passenger front, driver front, in that order. Hook up our hose here. Okay, now in my case on this VW, it is an 11 millimeter. So we're going to get in here and carefully crack this loose. If I had the correct brake line wrenches, this would be a little bit easier, but we should see the old fluid start flowing out. Okay. And during this process, we want to make sure that we have a good amount of fluid in the power bleeder as well as pressure in the system. And that's really it. We're just going to let it run for a little bit until we see this start going clear. We'll shut it, move to the next wheel. And to give you a better idea of just how dirty that old fluid was, look at this here. That is disgusting. There we go. Got good flow. All right. Okay, that's the back done. Now we're gonna get the wheels put back on, lower this thing down, and get the front raised up. Third wheel's going, and again during this process I'm going to go ahead and make sure that the pressure remains constant and that my level is good in the power bleeder.
Look at it, but you can't look. Ooh, what's he doing? What's he doing? Wow!
All right, so now all the excess that we've got in here we can pour back into the bottle and use on our next vehicle. And there you have it, folks. For a fraction of what the dealer wanted to charge us, nearly $400 for the cabin air filter and the brake flush, we were able to do this ourselves. All in, with the nice fluid and the new filter from AutoZone, I spent about $45. Now, you can do this way cheaper if you're willing to get the cheap fluid, but I wanted to splurge on that a little bit. And also, you can definitely do this without that power bleeder. However, I highly suggest you pick one of those up and keep one in your arsenal of tools because it saved me so much time on this job. I didn't require a second person to pump the brakes, and I think all in, I was roughly 45 minutes start to finish. And that includes jacking up the car, lowering it back down, and torquing the wheels. As always, folks, thank you for joining us here on Burner Tuner. I hope you found this video useful to you, and next time you go to the dealer and they want to charge you some crazy prices, you can tell them, no thanks, I know how to do it myself. Take it easy, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.